Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I am bringing you a chit chat. Get ready with me. I am about to head out somewhere at 2 o'clock, so I figured I would just sit down, talk, and get some makeup on. I'm not quite sure what type of look I'm going to be doing today. I know that I want to do maybe something bronzy, something gold, warm. So I did pull a few palettes. So I guess we're just going to kind of make this up as we go. All right, so we're going to start off with skin, and I already have moisturizer on, so I'm going to go ahead and prep my skin with Maybelline's Master Prime by Face Studio Prime and Base in the Blur and Smooth. One of my favorite products to use. It's really good for oily skin. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. I'm just going to put this on my fingertips and just work it in. Can I just say that it is super hot now in LA, and our AC is currently not working, so it's super hot in here. And then I'm sitting in front of a ring light, which makes it even hotter. So I'm like sweating, and I'm gonna try not to sweat all my makeup off by the end of this video. And then next, I am going to go in with my NYX Pore Filler. And I love to use this around my, my nose and my cheek area. It helps fill in those big giant crater pores that I have. Just gives me a nice base to work with. So I like to take it right here, especially into my cheeks, my nose, and I will sometimes take it onto my chin because I have a lot of texture on my skin, and I find that it just helps kind of blur all those little pores and lines and just texture that you might have on your skin. So I like to really rub it in. Okay, so let's see. So for foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my all-time favorite. This is my Ride or Die. I've been using this for close to 2 years. This is like, I can count on this foundation to last all day, to be there for me when it's hot, when it's cold. It's just perfect foundation if you have oily or even normal skin. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I use number 305. And I love to apply this foundation with a brush. I don't like a beauty blender because it has such a matte finish. I feel sometimes that if I try and little fuzzies everywhere. I find that if I try and use a beauty blender, sometimes as I'm kind of going over it to kind of build it up a little bit in certain spots, like in my cheeks, it tends to kind of rub away, which I don't like. So I found that with a brush, it doesn't do that. And I'm going to be using the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86. This is what it looks like. I love this brush. I've had it for a while. So I'm just going to go ahead and take some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply it to my face. So yeah, guys, so today's Saturday. I have some stuff I need to do today. I am going over to a friend slash coworker's house today. She's having a little like well-being session slash class. She's kind of like a life coach, and she's amazing. And I've been seeing her for a little bit now, and she's having this little session over at her house today. So that's basically the gist of my plans. Oh, and I think later we're gonna go out to dinner with some friends, so that should be fun. So I like to work with this foundation in areas because it does dry pretty quick. I'm just gonna make sure. I really hate putting foundation around my nose. Do you feel the same way? It's just like awkward to like get the brush in all the like crevices. Is that strange? Maybe it's just me. Okay, so next we're gonna do concealer, and for concealer I've been really loving Tarte Shape Tape, and I use the shade light medium. I'm sorry, I have like all this cat hair on my face. And this is, I'm sure you know what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I love this stuff. It's so good. So I'm going to go ahead and just dab some underneath my eyelid or my lower lids. Just a little bit. I find that a little bit goes a long way because it's so pigmented. So I'm just going to dab it on. And that is way too much. Kind of like to bring it down a little bit just to highlight. I'm not into like major highlighting, but sometimes. And then I'm going to take that same foundation brush and I'm just going to buff it out. Kind of like to just like stipple it on. Put way too much on. I'm going to take it onto my eyelids too. This stuff is super good for eyelids. Like I have a lot of discoloration on my eyelids. And in the past, if I use just a regular concealer, I find I have super oily eyelids. I find that it would just crease up super crazy, but this stuff does not. And I've actually included this in my monthly favorites because it's so good. My sister turned me on to it. I will be forever thankful to her for introducing me to this. It's gotten so much hype, but the hype is real, people. It is real. So I love it because it just like brightens and conceals. It's so good. Oh, by the way, I'm using my new camera to film today. So excited. So I actually got this camera. I'm using the Sony A5100. I got this for my birthday from my husband because I've been using my iPhone and I wanted better quality video, and he gifted me this for my birthday and I finally am able to film on it and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see like the quality in my videos go up and in my pictures. So yay, first video. I'm way too excited. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and set the under eye concealer, and I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is a goodie and a favorite. I love this stuff. And then I'm gonna take the Real Techniques targeted blending brush to set my under eye. So I'm just gonna set my under eye. I'm gonna take some excess off, and then if I don't set my under eye, it will crease like crazy. So I always have to set it. I'm sorry if you can hear the planes. It's super annoying, but it's real life. I don't know. I feel like nowadays everything on YouTube is so like perfect and staged, and I don't know, like I like the fact that life isn't perfect, and that, you know, it's like I'm filming in my home. Like I don't have a studio or anything, you know. This is real life. This is it. So there's something like humbling and charming about that. Okay. So next I'm going to go ahead and set my entire face with my Infallible or L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder, and I use 300 Nude, and this is what it looks like. And as you can see, I've hit major pan on this. I love this. This powder with the foundation is like the perfect combination. And I'm just gonna take a powder brush and just set my entire face. I mostly like to focus it. I'll set my entire face, but I mostly like to set it the middle of my face because that's where I get the most oily. And I want to make sure that my foundation and my makeup lasts all day long. So just go around my face, and I'm kind of just like pressing the powder in. I'm not like swiping. I'm more so pressing because I want to press that powder into the foundation to really lock it in. I've been really just loving my NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. That's what it looks like. Focus. And I use the shade Brunette. And I'm just going to take it on just like a little slanted brow brush that has a spoolie on the other end. I've just been really loving this product. Again, I put this in my, I think, March favorites. My sister was the one that really was like loving it, and I had been very true to my, or very loyal to my Anastasia Dip Brow. But I found that it was too harsh really on my eyebrows. Like I have eyebrows, but the hair on my eyebrows is super thin. So I really have to like work to fill my eyebrows in. And I found that it gave me super harsh brows, which I didn't necessarily like all the time. So I found that the NYX Tame and Frame really kind of gave me that, that clean brow, but it wasn't super bold. It still looked pretty natural. I mean, I'm filling them in, so as natural as they can look, but I feel like it gives me a more softer look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just comb through my brows. Just make sure all the little hairs are in place. That's what happens when you live in the city. Okay, there we go. So I start with the bottom and then I'll work my way to the inner part of my brow. So and then I'll start just filling in. And then if I need like a little bit more product, then I'll just kind of go back in and dip into the pomade. I'm like trying to like show you and fill in my brows at the same time. It's so hard. Okay. So, and then I'll go on the top and then I'll just connect it. Alright, so next is eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my LA Girl Pro Primer in Nude, and it's really dirty because I use it all the time, but it's super good. It's like a twist up pencil. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some of this on my, I was gonna say on my brows, on my eyelids. This will help with the staying power of my shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put some, and then I usually just kind of buff it out with my finger to kind of warm up the product because it is a little bit of a thicker consistency. So the warmth of my fingers warms the product up, which makes it spread a little bit better. Alright, so we're back. My camera overheated, it turned off, so to save a little bit of time, I went ahead and did one of my eyes. So this is what I got. It's just a beautiful rose gold neutral look. I love it. I'm wearing, lashes are House of Lashes. I don't know what they're called, but I love them. They're super natural looking. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start doing my shadow. So I'm going to take the Supernova palette by BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to take a Royal and Langnickel shader, large shader brush. And I'm going to mix these two shades, Aurora and Celestial. I'm going to mix those two. Just go back and forth. And I'm going to apply them to my lid. I had to wait a little bit before I can turn my camera back on because it overheated. It's just too hot in here, to be honest with you. So, luckily I thought ahead of the game. I got ahead of the game and did one eye, so I kind of know of a look that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna take Makeup Geek's Frappe, and I'm gonna just grab some on the edge of my brush like that, and then I'm gonna take it right here on the edge from my bottom lash line, and I'm just gonna kind of like stamp it on, and then I'll go ahead and blend. And then I'll bring it back up. And then I'm gonna grab my Delium Tool 783 brush and focus, which is like a little narrow blending brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend Frappe out. So we get that nice, smooth transition, and we don't have that harsh line. So weird with looking into my camera and looking at when I'm done and when I'm not. So strange. So I'm just gonna continue to buff that in so we get a nice smooth transition. I'm gonna take Aries from that Supernova palette. This one, it's a beautiful like dark chocolate purple, and then I'm gonna further deepen that outer corner just to kind of give it some dimension so it doesn't look like just flat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this in right here. It's not clean, but take a clean blending brush. This is from Sonia Kashuk, and then just go over right here, this area, to just further blend it in. So just go back and forth so you get a nice smooth transition. I love these BH shadows, they're so good. I'm gonna go ahead and take another one of these shades. I'm gonna take Pegasus, just a little bit on my finger, and I'm just gonna tap it right in the middle of the lid just to give it that little pop of highlight. And it's such a little thing, but it makes such a difference. It kind of opens up the eye. It like draws your eye to that middle part. And it matches my outfit too. So I'm just gonna blend it in. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that eyeliner brush again, and I'm going to take a little bit more Frappe, and I'm going to go ahead and just run that on the bottom lash line, just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. It's just very subtle. And then that's it. I'm going to go ahead and curl and apply mascara. So I'm using my Shiseido lash curler, and I'm going to go ahead and curl. I have to curl my lashes because my lashes are like straight. I forgot to tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and tightline my upper waterline just to kind of darken up that top lash line. I never used to tightline up on top, and I recently started doing it, and I noticed it makes such a big difference. So that's why I've been doing it, and I really notice a huge difference. My eyelashes look fuller. So, okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. I have this tiny little Lip Volume de Chanel sample that I've been really enjoying, and it's just in the black. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to my eyelashes. I really like this mascara. I don't like that it's not waterproof. I don't know if they sell a waterproof I find that it doesn't weigh my lashes down, but it flakes. So like at the end of the day, after a long day, I have all these little mascara flakes like on the tops of my cheeks, which I don't like, but I'm also wearing this foundation for, or not this foundation, I'm also wearing this mascara for like 16 hours. So it's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and apply. Go ahead and contour my face a little bit. So I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to take these two shades. I'm going to take Subconscious and Shadow Play and mix those two together to come up with my contour. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it in the hollows of my cheeks. I'm not going to go crazy contour today, just a little bit, just to kind of give my face a little bit of dimension. I'm gonna go ahead and take it on my forehead. My other cheek. Really like this contour palette. I like how like smooth and buttery the powders are. They're super smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and put some on my jawline. I'm going to be using my Chanel blush in Golden Sun. It's just a pretty, like, it's like mauve-y. That's what it looks like. It's really pretty. It's very neutral and it looks super good. Okay, so I'm just gonna take like a blush brush. This one's by Real Techniques, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply my blush to the apples of my cheeks. I love this blush. It's one of my favorites. I love that it's so neutral, but it's warm. It almost gives you that sun-kissed look to your face, which is really nice. Okay, so after we've applied contour and blush, I'm going to go ahead and apply my highlight. And today I am using Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip Brick in Las Vegas Strip. Super pretty. I think this was gifted to me by my sister. And then I'm going to just take my Morphe G35 brush and to use to apply. I'm going to go ahead and just take it on the tops of my cheek, up above my brow, on my nose, and on my Cupid's bow. This is a super like subtle highlight. For those that are maybe a little too scared of doing like a super bright highlight. So I'm gonna put extra because I'm extra. I like to take it like right in between my eyes to kind of like pop that little bridge part. And then on my Cupid's bow. Sometimes I'll take some on my chin as well. I guess it depends on how extra I'm feeling that day. Because today I'm feeling pretty extra. All right, so there is our highlight. And all right, so we're almost done. Lips. So for lips, I pulled a liquid lipstick. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips first with the Italia Deluxe Lip Liner Pencil in Nude. It's my favorite lip liner. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my lips with my Sephora Cream Lip Stain in Marvelous Mauve. Such a pretty color, one of my favorites. This was in my March favorites as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips and then I'm gonna fill them in. I love how creamy these lip liners are. They're so nice. Okay, so after I've lined, I'm gonna go ahead and fill my lips in with my liquid lipstick. Okay, and here we go. Here is the finished look. Very fresh, simple, light eyes. So yeah, this is it. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. I really do enjoy these chit chat get readies with me. Let me know how you like it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know how much you like these videos. I really do enjoy making them for you. And I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.